Hey everyone, in this video I did a tier list with my friend. Him and me did a Fishmans tier list of all their albums in chronological order, as well as the EP Corduroy Mood. Anyways, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoy. I'm with Piccolo or Bozozo1. So I'll leave a link. It's gaming videos for those who are interested. Starting off with their first album, it's Chappie Don't Cry. It's kind of ass. It is ass.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. Sorry, not to sound like EDP there.
It's alright.
It's all right. It's a reggae album, you know, so it's like
Yeah.
beachy. Some of it's kind of boring. What fucking
I think most of it's pretty boring.
yeah, most of it's pretty boring. I like Hikoki.
Honestly, it just all blends together.
They were just, you know, they were just silly guys having a fun time.
If I had to pick a song, I guess none of them are that great. It's pretty ass. I think it's like D. I think
Yeah, no,
it starts their career off pretty low. So their next album.
Next is Corduroy Mood.
Nah, it would be. I'm pretty sure it's King Master George.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, then D.
Then D. Yeah. They try to be experimental. They're just fucking around, which is like cool, but it just doesn't sound like an album. Nothing like is coherent.
Nothing consistent.
It's really, I don't like it. It's my least favorite Fishmans album.
My favorite track off this album is Hamburg Steak, and my least favorite is Reindeer.
Hamburg Steak is like 30 fucking seconds.
Hamburg. That's all. I love that.
There's some good tracks. My favorite's probably
Non-Titano.
not Titano. Whatever tracks they redo in a live version are the good ones. Fuck. So Corduroy Mood is an EP they released this, I think, the year after King Master George, but same year as Neo Yankee Holiday.
I fucking hate it. It's not good. However,
It's not bad.
it's better than the other two
Yeah.
that are on the list already. Honestly, yeah, like
It's a C. It's not bad. It's just kind of too small to really care about, but it's definitely better. I enjoy it more than the two on the bottom. Okay, so their third album, Neo Yankee Holiday, is step up from the first two. They took like one step forward, not like a fucking full sprint leap. It's very not bad.
I'm so proud of you.
It's Chappie Don't Cry, but better. It's like an
Yeah.
Chappie Don't Cry redux.
Plus,
But-
the first two tracks are just so fucking.
Yeah, they're good.
Oh,
I don't know. Where would you? I put it C, honestly.
yeah, a higher tier C.
Yeah, probably in front of Corduroy Mood. It's definitely better than these.
Orange is really good.
It's good. Orange is their first, I would say their first good album is Orange.
Yeah.
It's the best they do of the main Doug and reggae stuff. It's good. The intro is great. I think the second half though, it kind of,
Second half sucks. I hate Woofer Girl so much. Do you remember that song?
yeah, it's
If
not bad.
oh my, it is. It's so
not.
terrible. It's so fucking boring. I hate it. I hate it. You know what? Put this album in the trash, actually, just because it has Woofer Girl. B tier.
I'd say, yeah, I put it B tier. Okay, so now we get to the Setagaya trilogy. The first one was Kyushu Camp, which is overrated.
What do you mean?
It's good, but it's not near. The next three that come after it are far and away better than that. Dare I say it's on par with Orange.
That's fair.
I would put it in B personally with Orange.
In B? Oh my goodness. I didn't know you were mentally ill.
I don't know. It's just so many of the songs on Kyushu Camp.
No, I'm grabbing some Starburst. No, I only have one with me, Ian.
Or the problem with Kyushu Camp is some of these songs are longer than they need to be. Half of them are like 6 minutes, and most of them don't need to be 6 minutes. It could be like 4.
I think a good example of this would be Slow Days.
I think Slow Days is actually like one of the, yeah, it's 4 minutes. Okay, so that is the shorter track. Overall, it's not bad by any means. It's just,
Look, I think it's better than Orange.
personally, I would put it in B.
Oh,
Cause it's like,
I'm
it's
gonna kill you.
it's on par with Orange. Like when I listen to both of them, I get the same amount of enjoyment out of Orange and Kyushu Camp.
So you're like wanting to die by the second half?
The second half of Orange is not bad.
Well, we can agree to disagree.
I'll put Kyushu Camp in B above Orange.
Okay, I'll accept that. My favorite album,
Long season.
Season.
It's an S tier. I don't know if it's a perfect album, but it's pretty fucking close. It feels long, but it's really a short album. It's only like 35 minutes.
It just feels long because it's one whole song. I'll talk more about this when we talk about it versus the other long season, because I feel like there'd be more stuff to say then. So let's just do the Weezer Blue album.
So the Fishmans Weezer cover album is
Yeah.
it's pretty good. I would put it in S.
Oh yeah.
It's my favorite Fishmans album.
Uchu Nippon Setagaya.
They've made the full metamorphosis from reggae with Chappie
Dog shit reggae.
to full on just dream pop, almost ambient, because it's just these tracks are most of them are really long. They're like 8 minutes. It works. It really works. It's super laid back. It's like a really chill album.
Yeah, I find myself listening to this like any chance I can get. Really, I've listened to this more than any other album. I think "In the Flight" is a really funny song. Is that like "In the Flight"?
I would say that's probably my least favorite song of the album.
It's just a little slow. I mean, of course, the entire album is slow, but it feels like not much is happening compared to something like Magic Love.
I think Walking the Rhythm's my favorite. Like Weather Report too.
No, oh my god, I fucking love Weather. It's like one of my favorite Fishman songs. Like the EP, the live one with Ikarata, Kansha, and Weather Report. Those are like my 3 favorite songs. Walking in the Rhythm, I've like grown to like more. That bass line is so fucking good.
Okay, the live one.
Farewell to a Man.
98, 1228. This is the one people like.
Look like it's good, but like I would not put it on S tier.
I would not put it S either. I would put it A. It's very good.
Definitely A, yeah. I like almost every track. I don't hate what they did to Walking in the Rhythm, but it's so much worse than the original that I basically kind of do. It's like, it's not bad, but compared to the original, like, why would you do that, man? Like,
yeah, it's because almost every single song on this is an improvement of the original.
well, almost.
Almost. There's like 2 or 3 exceptions.
Walking in the Rhythm, it's just, it was a good first half. And then once they started adding that weird guitar, like, that's when it just
They fucked
fell
it up.
off. Yeah, and then that weird guitar solo where it felt like I was in a Disney ride. Like, what the hell was that, man?
Besides that track, what would you say is also like not?
Yudameki in the Air. I mean, I've listened to it again. It's not awful, but it's still not good, and I still hate it. It's just, I don't know. It's really boring.
It's definitely a really slow song.
Yeah, too fucking slow. For me, man. Hello?
Hi, good afternoon. This is Joe calling for the Police Officers Support Association.
I hung up.
Hey, this is Joe. So Long Season Live, I think, is a better song than Long Season.
That's where we differ, because this guy's a fucking idiot and doesn't realize that it's boring in the middle.
It has the original elements of Long Season, minus the shitting part, which is the worst part of Long Season.
Like, it's not bad. It's only like 2 minutes. I've come to appreciate that portion of Long Season, the original.
You sit there and you're just like, God, I really like the shitting part.
It's like no. That is not what I do. And plus, it's still in this song. It's still in the album.
But it's
You
so
just barely hear
it's
it.
so minuscule. It adds a lot of really good elements to the original, the electric guitar, the violin. I think it's better. I think it adds more elements, better elements onto what is already there.
Listen, I would like it more if part 3, which is the crystal portion, was not the crystal portion the entire fucking part 3. What makes part 3 in the first Long Season so good, it's kind of split up. So there's the drumming portion and there's not the drumming portion. The drumming portion is the second part. The first portion of part 3, still talking about the original, first it's the caves.
Yeah.
And then the shit comes in, or whatever the fuck that sound is. It's so weird. And then the water droplets in time with the song, and then they add crystals. After that, it's the drumming portion, and then it's that exact same caves, shitting sound, crystals, and then it ends. And in part 3 of the live version,
Just
it's only crystals.
But the difference is you can hear the main like piano melody through the entire crystal section on the live version.
But it's also 10 minutes.
It ties it together more because that's like the main backing thing of the whole song is the piano melody thing. Also, I think the final moments where everything comes together is just so much
Oh, it's much better on the live.
On the live, and that's just that. It's like actually just a crazy moment when you listen to it.
It's just the difference is Long Season the album is an aesthetic. Long Season live it's a farewell. Usually when I listen to it, I just lay down and close my eyes because I just imagine I'm in like that area. I'm in like a rainforest or something. I'm like going through all the segments of Long Season, you know, just walking around. You can hear all the like little forest critters. Feel like a little Disney princess.
I was about to say, are you gonna like a fucking Disney princess? You know, Long Season.
And then you get to the cave and you're like, oh, I'm so tired. And then that whole drumming portion is like you're asleep and crazy shit's happening. And then you wake up and like all the rain's gone. There's sun streaming through. And then part 4 is like that example. And then part 5 is just you leaving the rainforest.
I think for sure the live album, despite its praise, I think people they focus solely on Long Season, which I mean we basically did in this video. But because of that, a lot of it's overshadowed. But if you really look at the live album as a whole album, it's not as good as I think Long Season or the Weezer Blue album, Fishmans cover. I have issues with Farewell to a Man, but I don't really have many issues with the other two. But Long Season Live is great, and I do like it better than the original. It's just as an album, it's not as good. That's our Fishmans tier list. What's your final words on that?
My final words on Fishmans? Anything past Orange is worth listening to.